Well, there's a storm system arriving tonight with a chance for wintry weather in our northern counties.
We are closely monitoring the forecast, and we will be on a half hour early tomorrow morning to help keep you safe and let you know what's happening out there. Meteorologist Kat Campbell is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center now with a look at the types of precipitation we could see and the timeline for all this.
Well, tomorrow, cold rain for our northern, or I should say southern counties, but our northern counties are looking at a mix of snow and sleet primarily. This doesn't look like a big freezing rain event for us, which is good news. But let's get into the forecast. It's mainly north of Raleigh where we could see some light accumulation of snow and sleet highlighted here in gray, and that does include Durham, Lewisburg, now Roxborough, and up toward the Virginia line in blue. That's where there could be closer to an inch of accumulating snow and sleet. So here's the latest. This blue line that you see right here, this is our new model run, and that's outlining the 32-degree line. North of it, it's 32 or lower. South of it, it's above freezing. And you can see where that line sets up around 4 a.m., extending very close to Durham and Lewisburg, still north of Raleigh and Rocky Mount at that time. By 6 a.m., it gets very close to Raleigh, Rocky Mount, and Siler City, so there could be that brief overlap in that very brief period of time where we see some sleet and snowflakes mix in with the rain, but it's a pretty narrow window of time, and then really the precipitation moves out of here after that, so you wouldn't have to worry about anything falling after that. Now, as we look ahead toward the evening commute, much drier weather is expected. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of light drizzle, but it would mainly be rain for the early afternoon. After that, though, the rest of the day Friday looks drier. I'll have a closer look at your complete weekend forecast coming up.
Kat, thank you. NCDOT is brining elevated surfaces like bridges today ahead of tomorrow morning's winter weather. Local municipalities are also getting involved. WRAL's Monica Casey takes us inside the city of Durham's winter weather facility.
With 500 tons of salt and 2 tanks of 3,500 gallons of brine, the city of Durham is ready for this storm and any others that come our way this winter.
We service the vehicles pulling up to place brine in their tanks.
Brined and ready, Durham employees are preparing city-owned bridges and overpasses, putting a couple hundred gallons on those roads.
We anticipate that the temperature will drop where we may have some slippery areas there on the bridges.
Philip Powell tells me those include overpasses on Duke and Roxborough streets. While this weather arrives tomorrow, the crews have been doing dry runs for months.
We start in the summer with first of all, with our equipment, preparing our equipment, ensuring that it's ready.
City crews are also loading salt to be on standby if needed. In Durham, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
As a follow-up, Durham city officials say they decided to brine the primary routes throughout the city in addition to the bridges.
Transportation teams are out preparing the roads ahead of the expected winter weather for tomorrow. Sky 5 has already captured trucks that are on the road brining the major interstates. And our meteorologists expect the wintry mix to fall in the morning, so they expect it to impact your morning commute. Now, here in Wake County, transportation teams are focused on bridges and other elevated surfaces. You can count on our team of meteorologists to keep a close eye on this system. Stay connected to updates anytime with the WRAL Weather app, but make sure you turn on your push notifications to get those important alerts right to your phone. And we'll have team coverage of our winter weather beginning at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Our meteorologists will provide up-to-the-minute updates as that system moves through, and we'll have live reporters in the field checking on the road conditions, the snowfall, and ice accumulation. Again, that's tomorrow morning starting at 4 a.m.
We need those warm coats tomorrow for sure, with temperatures only in the 30s. And then, of course, we could get some precipitation on top of that.
And with gloves, obviously, hats are needed as well when you're trying to get those donations out. We have Kat Campbell right now talking a little bit about what people can expect and why tomorrow is a WRAL Weather Alert Day.
And, you know, with this cold weather coming our way, the winter weather, we've got a low of 22 on our 7-day forecast. It's a good reminder of what Coats for the Children is all about. And tomorrow starts our winter weather threat for the season, a pretty early start for us in December. A winter weather advisory is in effect tomorrow, and this includes Durham County, Orange County, Person, Granville, Vance, Warren, as well as Halifax and Northampton counties. At this point, Wake County is not included in this Neither is Franklin County. We will let you know if this is expanded at all. The next update to the forecast would come before about 4 p.m. and the National Weather Service handles the alerts like this. But let's get to our WRAL forecast. We have a 100% chance of a wintry mix in the forecast tomorrow, or at least precipitation, depending on where you live. Saturday and Sunday, a 20% chance of rain with highs back in the 50s. Tomorrow, though, we never get out of the 30s all day long. 8 a.m. we'll be waking up to likely snow, maybe some sleet still mixed in up in our northern counties north of I-85. The line of a wintry mix could reach Raleigh, but it only gets there for a very short period of time before it lifts back to the north and the cold rain really fills back in for us. You can see that by lunchtime, it's mainly cold rain across our area. And for the evening commute, much better weather conditions are expected. I would not expect any significant impacts by the evening commute. It's the morning commute. Tomorrow night looking pretty dry for us. Any precipitation would be closer to the coast in the form of rain. Saturday, mostly cloudy to full overcast expected. And then once we get to Saturday night, some clearing will be possible, but the clouds roll right back in for the day Sunday, and Sunday 53 our forecast high. So here's our precipitation types for tomorrow. Snow and sleet mixture up to an inch for the areas here in blue. A brief wintry mix to cold rain for the areas here in pink, and then cold rain for the areas in green. The good news with this event is I'm not seeing much of a freezing rain threat. That is good news, but we'll be watching for some travel impacts in our northern counties tomorrow, and be careful of slick bridges if you're kind of right on that line there or in pink. 47%, that's your chances of an inch or more of snow in Roxborough tomorrow. That chance much lower as you head south, including Raleigh. Here's the impacts to the day. A wintry mix mainly north of I-40 for tomorrow morning's commute. Mixing becomes less of an issue tomorrow around lunchtime as temperatures do climb above 32 for many of us. And tomorrow night, all that clears on out of here. Saturday and Sunday, just small 20% chances of a sprinkle. And then it gets really cold again next week, 22 degrees Monday night into Tuesday morning. And we'll be watching this for you throughout the overnight hours. We'll keep you updated here on WRAL and WRAL News Plus. I'll have a closer look at Futurecast. A new run should be in about half an hour. That's coming up on WRAL News Plus this afternoon.
Have our apps downloaded and have those notifications set. Thank you, Kat.